Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a young boy named Ryan. A small peaceful town at sunrise with a young boy standing outside a simple house, dreaming with hope in his eyes. He was full of dreams, energy, and ambition. A cheerful young boy looking at the sky with bright eyes, holding a notebook full of sketches and ideas. Ever since he was a child, Ryan wanted to become a great inventor. A little boy surrounded by tools, gears, and small inventions on his wooden table, working passionately. He would spend hours in his small room trying to create small machines from old wires, broken clocks, and used batteries. A cluttered room with wires, batteries, and old gadgets, a boy concentrating while building. But life was not easy for him. His family was poor and people often laughed at his strange experiments. A humble home with a worried mother and people outside laughing at a boy holding a small broken gadget. Even his friends used to say, "Ryan, stop wasting your time. You'll never make anything that works." A few school friends teasing a sad boy holding his science project in his hands. Ryan didn't give up. He believed that every failure was a step toward success. A determined boy sitting under a dim light, writing notes with focus and hope in his eyes. One day, he decided to enter a science competition at his school. A school notice board with "Science Competition" written on it, and Ryan looking at it with excitement. He worked for months building a small robotic hand that could move using sensors. A close-up of Ryan's hands carefully connecting wires and sensors to a robotic hand model. On the day of the competition, he was full of hope. A bright school hall decorated for a science fair, students displaying their projects, Ryan standing proudly beside his robot. But when he tried to start his project, the robot didn't move at all. A tense moment, Ryan pressing a button with worry on his face while the robot remained still. Everyone laughed. His teacher gave him a sad smile and said, "Better luck next time, Ryan." Students laughing in the background, a kind teacher patting Ryan's shoulder with sympathy. Ryan walked home that day with tears in his eyes. A sad boy walking alone on a quiet street at sunset, holding his broken project. That night, his mother sat beside him and said something that changed his life forever. A warm night scene, a mother comforting her sad son in a small cozy room with soft light. "Son, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it." Close-up of a kind mother speaking wisely to her son, both sitting on the bed, emotional moment. Those words stayed in Ryan's heart. He wiped his tears and decided to try again. A hopeful boy smiling slightly while writing in his notebook, symbolizing a new beginning. He started studying harder, learning from his mistakes, and improving his design. A focused boy reading science books and testing mechanical parts late at night. He failed many more times, but each time, he learned something new. A series of sketches showing progress, from broken robots to improved designs. A few years later, Ryan entered another competition, this time at the national level. A large exhibition hall with banners, National Science Fair, Ryan walking in confidently with his project. His invention, a robotic arm that could help disabled people move objects, worked perfectly. A functioning robotic arm lifting a cup, people clapping and smiling in amazement. The judges were amazed. Ryan won first prize, a young inventor receiving a gold medal or trophy on stage, smiling proudly. His idea was later used by a company to create affordable robotic arms for hospitals. A hospital scene showing patients using robotic arms, with Ryan's poster or invention in the. Ryan became known across the country, not because he never failed, but because he turned his failure into success. Confident young man giving a motivational speech on stage, a banner behind him says, "From failure to success." He often tells young students, "Don't be afraid of failing." Ryan speaking to a classroom of inspired students, smiling as they listen attentively. Failure is not the end, it is the beginning of your journey toward success. Sunrise over mountains symbolizing new beginnings, with a quote, "Turn failure into success."